Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan had amazing nights, but the Bulls as a team couldn't carry it out to get a win as the Bulls dropped their second loss of the year against the 76ers in a close one. Welcome back to the NBA Recap. I'm your host, Evan, and this is another episode of our NBA Recap. We're going to try to do this every single day for the rest of the NBA season. So if you want to stick along with the journey and watch NBA recaps every day, subscribe, like, and if you have any suggestions, comment it down below. Alright, we're going to get started. We had 11 games last night, and we had some exciting ones. Starting it out with our close games of the night. We had Mavericks versus Spurs. The Mavericks just snuck out of this one, if that's a spoiler alert to anyone. The Mavericks won 3 out of the 4 quarters, and it was the last one that mattered. They won by 3 in the last quarter, and it came in big. You'd think Luka Doncic just carried his offense all the way to win, maybe 50-point game. No. He actually only had 23 points, 12 rebounds. Yes, that's good, but that's not enough to carry a team, right? Jalen Brunson, though, had a career night. 31 points in the day as Doncic and Brunson absolutely carried this team to a win, as well as THJ, Tim Hardaway Jr., but was too high on the dunk and gets blocked by Aaron Banks, who had 10 points on the day. But DeAndre Murray was the big one with 23 points for the Spurs as he gets the open layup right there. Jalen Brunson's cooking. Gets inside and makes a big shot to let the Mavericks move up to 5-3 and the Spurs go to 2-6 as the Mavericks win 109 to 108 against the Spurs. The Mavericks had 4 more turnovers, but had more rebounds and more assists, as well as a higher free throw and 3-point percentage. Did have a lower field goal percentage, but it's all good. Jalen Brunson, man, had a career night. This guy is not the biggest star by no means, but he gave an amazing day and scored 5 with 3 minutes remaining to help out the Mavericks close the Sixers' door of winning, as he did an amazing job, and that's all I have to say. Good job, Mavericks. They moved to 5-3. Our next game, we have the Cavaliers playing the Trailblazers, as this was another close one, a 3-point game. Jared Allen, though, had an amazing day. 24 points and 17 rebounds for the big man, who got paid some big bucks in the offseason, and it shows. As I think it's worth it now, as Evan Mobley gets his 4th double-double as a Cleveland Cavalier, as he gets 11 points and 11 rebounds. Colin Sexton feeds the inside man to Jared Allen. Norman Powell for the Blazers had 23 points, as well as Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum. Lillard has really had a down year this season, as he has not looked like himself. A lot of these new rules are really changing it, and the free throws are down. He is still hitting shots, though. That's his thing. And he can still hit his shots, but I think the Blazers want to win, right? He needs to use more of his teammates. He does have some good days, does have some good plays, but he isn't the most efficient player, as he went 10 for 27. Yeah. He was shooting under 50% for himself, went 3 for 12 from 3-point. He shot he made 1/4 of every shot he put up. And that's not going to cut it today, as he misses the final shot as the Blazers lose 104 to 107 against the Cavs. The Blazers now drop to 3-5, and the Cavs go to 5-4 on the year. And it's looking scary for Blazers fans, because, well, the Blazers are on the brinks, or could trade their star piece, Dame Lillard, somewhere if he first off doesn't improve and the team isn't better. And they want to win. Dame wants to win, right? But that's not going to happen if they stay with this. McCollum is playing well, yes. But it's a team sport, and you need to use your teammates. And guys like Yusuf Nurkic hasn't been playing that well. And obviously Dame Lillard, with these new rules, having a big toll on his game. John Morant getting inside. We're going to talk about the Grizzlies and the Nuggets game. John Morant gets inside and up for a big shot as the Nuggets come right back as Will Barton gets the slam as he had 26 points in the game. And Nikola Jokic had 34 points and 11 rebounds for himself, as well as MPJ Michael Porter Jr. getting a double-double, going 12 and 11. Jaren Jackson Jr. had a 22-8 day, as well as John Morant going 18 for 18 points and 6 assists. Ja made some not even legal, I guess, plays. He's going 360 around players. He's going under the net after going really high. Like, this man has some incredible hops. To me, he kind of looks like a MVP Derrick Rose. He's a high flyer. He can jump, and he's not the best shooter, but I don't know. Do you guys see it? I think I do. The Grizzlies move to 5-3 as the Nuggets go down 4-4 as the Grizzlies won by 2 points in a last-second opportunity for the Nuggets as they miss the final shot and lose. The Nuggets had a terrible three-point percentage, which really contributed to the loss. But the Grizzlies had an even worse free throw. They shot 57% from free throw as the Nuggets shot 90%. But the thing is that the Grizzlies had more assists and almost the same rebounds. Thing was for Jokic, though, he was not the best from three-point, but was amazing from free throw as he tried to carry the team, but didn't get much help aside from Will Barton, as the Grizz got help from the bench with Killian Alexander with 16 points and Steven Adams with 8, as well as DeAndre Bain with 16. That's the big one for the Grizzlies, and they didn't win, but it's okay for them the Grizzlies did win, and that's big for them because John Morant is on fire and they look to be good. Our next game that I talked about in the intro, we have Bulls and Sixers. Simmons still not playing. The Sixers unveil their new City Connect jerseys. And how do you feel about them right now? I think they're pretty good. My top ones right now are probably the Spurs, the Raptors, and I don't know. Do you guys like... Oh, yeah, and the Rockets. Those ones are pretty nice. The Sixers have pretty nice ones, too. But Embiid had another nice one for himself. Gets up and in on the play as Embiid had 18 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists. The big one was Seth Curry, Mr. Inconsistent, who had 22 points. That's what I've been saying a lot. One day he has 6 points. One day is 21 points. One day is 38 points. Like, this man cannot be consistent, and that's why he is not really a star. But I need to give it to him. He's a good player, and so is DeMar DeRozan, who had 37 points in the game and 10 rebounds, as well as Nikola Vucevic with 10 for himself, as well as Zach LaVine going for 27 points, and Lonzo Ball going for 13, 5, and 5. But it wasn't enough to get by this team, who got some help off the bench with Genie going for 18 points, and the Sixers just hold on to win by 5 as they beat the 76ers 103-98. The Sixers technically shouldn't have won. They had a lower field goal percentage, lower free throw percentage, the same turnovers, lower rebounds, and slightly higher assists, but they pulled it out because they got some good shooting by Seth Curry and some amazing plays from Joel Embiid. Our next game, we have the Wizards-Raptors. Fred VanVleet, man, that's all I need to say. This guy scored 33 points last night, and OG Anunoby added 20 points to that as well, as the Toronto Raptors win their 5th consecutive game as they look to be on fire. Keep in mind, without Scotty Barnes and Pascal Siakam, OG Anunoby hits the open three going. He had some amazing plays, by the way. His efficiency is amazing. He went 21-5-1 with 3 steals on the day, as well as Gary Trent Jr. getting 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 steals. Now, the star of the show was Fred VanVleet. Freddie had some amazing plays, just like OG Anunoby did right there, as he scored 33 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists. And he is really starting to look like a Kyle Lowry. He's getting in there. He's going up and around the rim. He's getting some calls, and he gets it to DeAndre Banton. Back to VanVleet. Really fakes him out and hits the 3. He gets 5 points in a span of around 15 seconds. And the Raptors can close it out in the quarter as they were playing phenomenal. They're up 10. Gary Trent getting some contact to finish it out. In the second half, we have OG Anunoby doing some step back magic, looking like Dane Dollar on the free throw line, as Bradley Beal went 25-7 with 1 steal, but it wasn't enough as Montrezl Harrell couldn't get it. He only went for 15-10, as it wasn't enough to get by the Toronto Raptors, who have Precious Achiuwa having a big slam. That was one of those things where you get off your seats and start to applaud Achiuwa. Achiuwa in the game has 6 points and 10 rebounds for himself, as Gordon Dragic still isn't playing. Kem Birch is excited, and Scotty Barnes is amazed. The rookie was not playing today, still with a finger injury, but he'll be back soon. It looks like it. He had x-rays that show that it wasn't serious. Freddie V gets the 3 at the buzzer and gets it back on a rebound. Goes coast to coast, up and in to get the lay, as the Raptors win 109-100 against the Washington Wizards. The Raptors go to 6-3 as the Wizards drop to 5-3 on the year, as the Raptors are looking like serious contenders now. Haven't played that many good teams. They do see the Nets soon. We'll see how that goes. By the way, I'm going to that game. And the Raptors, that is a real testament on their team, but right now they are looking strong. 5th consecutive win and look to be a force right now in the NBA, as they are playing well. The Nets versus the Hawks to start it out. James Harden with the City Connect jerseys, with the throwback all the way up, gets the assist and gets the nice lob. He has been not the best this year. By no means. Kevin Durant inside gets the easy pass. And he went 23-7-5 for himself. Kevin Durant's literally been, to my standards, the best player in the NBA. And you can't prove me wrong. This guy goes for 30 and high 20-point games every single night and is averaging the highest points in the NBA this year. As well as James Harden, only going for 16, 4, and 11, but they got Tobias Harris helping out, going for 6 and 11 on the day for himself. The Nets didn't really help out that much, as obviously Kyrie Irving is still out, but he's not been bad. Kevin Durant, as 8 games played, is averaging 28 points to start the year and is really looking like the best player in the league, and I don't know how you can prove me wrong. The City Connect jerseys for the Nets are really nice. They're a throwback, and they're a part of the new style, as the Nets win 117-108 against the Atlanta Hawks. Trae Young went for 21-9 on the year, as well as Dalinari Hunter, who went for 26-2 for himself, as well as Clint Capella getting a double-double, going for 13-16. But it just wasn't enough to get by an amazing Kevin Durant-led team. And he said him and Kevin Durant are finding rhythm early in the year, as also Joe Harris picked it up as he went for 18 points and 6 rebounds for himself as the Nets win to move themselves up to 5-3 as the Atlanta Hawks drop to 4-4. The games that we are going to fast cap because they're kind of blowouts and not really important are the Celtics and Magic. The Celtics won 92-79. The Knicks lost to the Pacers 111-98. The Warriors beat the Hornets 114-92. The Kings beat the Pelicans 112-99. And the Clippers beat the Timberwolves 162-115. Our big things from the night from those games were literally just called Stephen Curry and Jordan Poole, who put up phenomenal days for themselves. Curry went 20 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists. And Jordan Poole, 31 points for himself. Amazing day for him. As well as LaMelo Ball going for 14, and Mikal Bridges with 22, as well as Gordon Hayward with 23. The Clippers, they made a really high-scoring game as they got an amazing day from Paul George. As the Timberwolves, quote-unquote, big three does not show up as well today as Anthony Edwards dropped 28, but they don't get that much help from Cat Town to only put up 11 points on 1 rebound. And there was no play from D'Angelo Russell. Our takeaways from the other games today. The Blazers are not looking to be good, but put a close game up against the Cavs. Luka Doncic doesn't have to carry a full team as he can actually get some help from his teammates. The Nuggets can have an amazing day, but still not be able to win. The Raptors are a phenomenal team, and their defense is potent. The Bulls aren't all that, as they lose to a good team, which is their big thing, as they drop to 6-2, and the Nets are looking to find rhythm. That will do it for our NBA recap. If you like this, subscribe, and comment if you have any suggestions. See you tomorrow. Have an amazing day.